perhaps we could go to Christophe, who yeah, warned us that he'd be joining late, and maybe go to you, start with you and go down the list to Christina, then Hannah, and then Michael to close this commencement and inspire us to look into yes, towards what we could do together now that we've connected in this way, we've learned to work together in this way, and yes, that opens up some new possibilities. Over to you, Christophe.
Yes, hello. Yeah, I totally agree with what Galia was expressed, that it's very interesting to learn from others, to see others have sometimes the same problems as we, sometimes they have to challenge or are challenged with different problems. And yeah, I'm also keen on looking forward to new projects or new exercises, and also to learn from each other. So thank you for all participants who yeah, who made it, and who wrote and did the peer reviews and did everything. And yeah, thank you for letting us take part in what in your experience and in your ideas.
Thanks, Christophe. So can you tell us, you know, for the next, if there is to be a next exercise, how many participants you will recruit from Germany, so both from German Red Cross, but also from private ambulance providers in your country, as well as Austrians, right? Just curious how many people you think you will bring to the ambulance crew.
Okay, now it's more time. I will see. I'm not sure how much they are willing to write such essays and such articles. So the German paramedic system is not that academic than in some other parts of the world. But I'm aiming for at least 10 in the first exercise.
All right. Okay, so 10, and this is a recorded session, so you know we'll be coming back to you on that one, right?
That's okay.
All right. Thanks, Christophe, and of course, you know, I'm jesting a bit with Christophe. Christina, yes, what do you see as the sort of next steps, you know, what would make you continue, renew your commitment, your dedication? What do you think will also get people involved who are not as committed or as dedicated, but who have the same needs, who are also facing violence or the threat of violence in their work, and who could benefit from joining the ambulance crew?
I would like to encourage people to continue working and sharing their experiences with us through the community, because I think it's the best way to avoid violence, and we need to work together to avoid this type of risky situations and insults, abuse, and another type of violence.
Okay, thanks. And what do you think we would need to do to use, for example, from Spain or from Latin American countries, to actually, sort of better support people in, in working their way through an exercise like this one?
I don't know. I think it's important to recruit people who want to work with us, and to encourage them to finish this course. Maybe we need to be more educational, and try to add more theoretical information. Yeah. Because, for example, Quentin told me about this issue. He wants to be more practical or theoretical material in the course. Maybe it could be good for attract more participants.
Oh,
Okay, thank you, Christina. It seems that from my side, I want to share that I think the Arabic speakers were really enjoying the course, and there is, as you mentioned, as the other participants who were in the previous courses saw that there in each course the number of Arabic participants is becoming higher and higher. Of course, that's making more challenges and making the facilitations a little bit harder. But we as an Arabic group in general, we were always more excited to have more participants, because more participants means more experiences. More experience means more lessons, and more lessons means saving more lives. Um, that's why I encourage all the participants who finished successfully the course or the exercise to disseminate and promote the course to their colleagues, uh, because I think we are trying to reach as much as we can through social media. But when a colleague recommend a course for you directly, that will make an effect and convince you more and more. That's part one. The second thing that I recommend um, is when the participant, each participant who finished this course, this exercise successfully and finish a project, of course he has or she has more than one experience that they want to share, and it was hard for them to choose which experience, which experience I want to share. So I encourage them to participate in the upcoming courses, so they can share other experiences that they have. Um, that's from my side. Over to
thank
you,
you.
Rida. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah. All right. Now let's go to Michael. And you're very pleased to see Juan Hernandez. I have not mentioned his name, but he has been working behind the scenes and just actually did the Spanish translation amongst his many talents of the entire module for the September course in a very short time. So I do want to acknowledge his presence and participation and continued support before handing it over back to Michael, and then we'll have parting thoughts. Fred CM, of course, from Norwegian Red Cross, has been key to making this entire initiative possible, so we'll be turning to him for some closing words, having listened to what you pre-hospital emergency practitioners who've been engaged with this initiative have said, reflected, presented about this. Go ahead, Michael.
Thank you, Reda. And yeah, I'd just like to echo what the rest of the team have said in terms of we're all thinking very carefully about what's next. We're listening to the feedback from the participants very carefully. We're keen to engage more people in this process. We've seen the phenomenal success of the Arabic-speaking cohort, which has really grown. We've seen on this particular exercise a bit of a trend down in the level of participation against what we've had in previous courses, and we're looking to see exactly why that is, and certainly we'll take the feedback that we've been given about making sure that the course, the exercise is clear in terms of what it's seeking to achieve, and also in how we present it to others, and we can't rely only on word of mouth, but that is certainly a really valuable way of doing it. And we've had some excellent returners, and some people indeed who've done all three. So we're very grateful for those who've shown that level of dedication and commitment as well. And just to pick up on what Dr. Tanvir mentioned earlier about this being a resource center potentially for guidance and for practical solutions, yes, we don't want this to just be a talking shop. It's really important for us to analyze these case studies in some detail now, and we will be doing that, and we will be producing some output from that, which we will share with all of you. So for those of you who've presented your case studies now and sent them to us, that's not the end of the line. We will be looking at them, we will be using the information from them, and we will be sharing that, and it's all contributing to a really valuable resource that will be the basis of future research as well. We are focusing very much on healthcare in danger, and I know Fred will be talking a bit more about that in just a moment. So what we can't be is probably a resource center for everything, you know, clinical guidelines and other things also. And it may be tempting, because we have access to this community, to share all kinds of things. So I think it's important that we remain focused on that one particular area. And I know that we're going to go on and talk about Fred is going to talk about the Healthcare in Danger project and the resources that are available within that as well. So I would encourage everybody to stay in touch via that mechanism, and also if you felt this has been beneficial, yes, as we've said, please do participate. Again, it's not just a one-shot affair, and do encourage other people that you think would benefit from this type of learning in particular. I know it is an effort to start with to get involved, and we do lose some people on the way. We're keen to look at how we can change that, but for sure there is a future for this type of learning, which is really encouraging. And I just take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone again for supporting it, and I look forward to staying involved with you in the future.